Welcome to today's video about 9 dangerous teas you should never drink. We've all heard that tea can be a soothing drink with many health benefits. But what if I told you, deep within the realm of these aromatic leaves, some dark secrets lurk? That's right. It's a shocking truth that not all teas are made equal. Some can be more harmful than you could ever imagine. Are you ready for an eye-opening journey through the world of natural remedies and well-being, where we reveal the secret dangers hidden in certain teas, the ones you should never let touch your lips? In this video, we're diving deep into the dark side of tea, revealing the 9 dangerous teas you should never drink. Stay tuned, find out which teas to avoid, grasp the knowledge to protect your health, and the suspense begins now. Just a quick reminder. The information provided in this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice. Now let's see the list of dangerous teas that we shouldn't drink. Starting with number 1, Comfrey Tea. You know, it's a tea that has been used since the old times for its healing benefits. But the flip side? It can turn rogue on your health. Let me explain. Firstly, Comfrey Tea has a compound called pyrrolizidine alkaloids, which sounds like a mouthful, I know. But the takeaway here is that these alkaloids are not friendly to our liver. The more we consume Comfrey Tea over time, the more these guys get stored in the liver, and before you know it, we're in the danger zone, risking liver toxicity. And that's not all. These compounds can even morph into toxic metabolites, which may increase the risk of liver tumors. Scary, isn't it? Recent studies have echoed these concerns. A study in the Journal of Hepatology in 2018 reported significant liver damage caused due to these pyrrolizidine alkaloids. Another study in Alimentary Pharmacology and Therapeutics in 2020 also concluded similar results. Next, number 2, Lobelia Tea. You know, this tea comes from the Lobelia plant and has been used historically in traditional medicine, mainly for respiratory conditions, but don't rush to brew a pot just yet. Research, including a study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, 2010, shows that Lobelia contains several compounds that can impact our heart's health. Primarily, it has a compound named lobeline. This little guy acts like a stimulant on our cardiovascular system. But the plot thickens. There are other alkaloids in the mix too, like isolobellanine and lobelanidine, which also have similar impacts. So what do these sneaky compounds do? They manipulate certain receptors in our body, which can subsequently mess with our heart rate and blood pressure. You can only imagine that this isn't the best news for our cardiovascular system, especially if you have pre-existing heart conditions. And consuming this tea in large amounts just amplifies these effects, even leading to seizures. Next, number 3. Chaparral Tea. I recently came across an article in the journal Toxicology and Applied Pharmacology, dated 2018. It states that Chaparral Tea, made from the leaves of the chaparral plant, or Larrea tridentata, contains a compound called Nordihydroguaretic acid, or NDGA. NDGA has raised some eyebrows in the scientific community because of its potential harmful effects on the liver and kidneys. Now, this isn't the only compound we need to worry about. The researchers also brought our attention to flavonoids present in the plant, like 3,4-dihydroxy, alpha, gamma-dimethylallyl transchalcone, and larientin, which can lead to oxidative stress and harm your cells. Scary stuff, right? So here's what happens. When you consume Chaparral Tea regularly, these compounds get to work, interfering with your kidney and liver functions. They can create harmful substances which your body can't always deal with. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It could lead to severe health complications that none of us want to deal with. So, as much as you might enjoy a hot cup of Chaparral Tea, perhaps it's better to replace it with something less risky for your health. Next, number 4. Germander Tea. Did you know that Germander Tea, although enjoyed historically for its supposed weight loss benefits, is a no-go nowadays? Here are the sciencey bits. Germander contains multiple compounds, like neoclaridane diterpenoids, that have been linked to toxicity. Don't just take my word for it. A 1992 study by Annals of Internal Medicine revealed that consuming Germander tea led to severe hepatitis due to its toxicity. There's even a term for it. Germander hepatitis. Pretty serious, right? But it's not just the liver that's at risk. Turns out this tea could also be harmful to your heart, according to the Journal of Natural Products, 2010. It's got these compounds called furanoneoclerodane diterpenoids that can have cardiotoxic effects. Wait, there's more. Germander also contains tannins which, while occasionally healthy in small amounts, can be harmful when consumed excessively. The Journal of Ethnopharmacology, 2018, cites that high intake of tannins could lead to stomach upset, kidney damage, and even increase the risk of certain types of cancer. So the next time someone offers you a cup of Germander tea, maybe opt for a safer alternative like chamomile or green tea. Next, number 5, Sassafras Tea. You know, Sassafras Tea has a unique and enticing flavor that many people enjoy, but there's a hidden danger in that cup you should be aware of. A primary component in sassafras, called safrole, has been linked with liver cancer. It's really interesting how it works. Safrole is a type of compound known as a carcinogen, which means it can potentially cause cell mutations that lead to cancer. Now let me tell you about some cool research that came out. A study published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute in 2016 showed evidence that safrole can cause liver tumors in mice. That's got people quite alarmed. Not to mention, the Food and Drug Administration in the US has banned safrole as a food additive because of its potential health risks. But safrole isn't the only worry with sassafras tea. The tea also contains compounds called acirones. A study in the Journal of Toxicology and Environmental Health, 2018, showed high doses of acirones could also pose a cancer risk. Next, number 6, Pennyroyal Tea. Pennyroyal tea, made from the leaves of the pennyroyal plant, has a long history of use as a folk remedy. Yet despite its traditional use, it can actually be quite harmful. The reason is that it contains a compound called pulegone, which, in high concentrations, can be toxic to both the liver and the lungs. According to a study published in Human and Experimental Toxicology in 2012, this compound, pulegone, gets metabolized in our bodies into another harmful compound named menthafuran. What's disconcerting is that these two compounds aren't just toxic. They can also inhibit the body's ability to repair the damage they cause, leading to a kind of double whammy effect. Another concerning compound found in Pennyroyal tea is alpha-pinene. While this compound is generally not harmful in small amounts, the Journal of Toxicology and Environmental Health, 2013, reports that in higher concentrations, alpha-pinene can cause kidney injury. On top of this, Pennyroyal tea is thought to stimulate menstruation and has been used historically to induce abortions, showing how powerful and potentially dangerous its physiological effects can be. So while sipping a spot of tea sounds wonderfully relaxing, with Pennyroyal tea, that cup could come with some serious health risks. Next, number 7, bitter orange tea. Bitter orange tea. On the surface, it's a warm and soothing cup of delight, often touted for aiding weight loss and improving digestion. But let's delve a bit deeper, shall we? The thing is, bitter orange tea is chock full of a compound called synephrine, which behaves like a stimulant in our bodies. But here comes the kicker. Synephrine can take a bit of a toll on our cardiovascular system. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology, 2012, high amounts of this compound can lead to an escalated heart rate and blood pressure. Now, that doesn't sound like a cuppa we'd want to curl up with, does it? And the troublesome components don't just stop at synephrine. Bitter orange also features N-methyltyramine, hordenine, octopamine, and tyramine. These amines are similar to those found in EphedrA, which was banned by the FDA in 2004. They exert their effects through a series of complex biochemical reactions that stimulate receptors in the heart, eventually leading to increased cardiac output and blood pressure. A recent 2018 study published in the Current Therapeutic Research Journal further cautions about the potential for cardiovascular events tied to the tea. So while it might be tempting to reach out for that weight loss, digestive aid miracle, I would recommend exploring safer alternatives. Next, number 8. EphedrA Tea. EphedrA, often referred to as Ma Huang, has been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine for treating ailments like asthma and allergies. However, modern research has exposed potential risks with its consumption. The main active compounds in ephedra are ephedrine and pseudoephedrine, which stimulate the central nervous system and heart, impacting blood pressure and heart rate. In a study published by the American Journal of Medicine in 2005, the researchers found that taking ephedra could lead to significant increases in heart rate and blood pressure. Even more worrying, high doses or long-term use can potentially trigger heart attacks, strokes, and seizures. These stimulant effects are amplified if ephedra is combined with other stimulants, like caffeine, creating a cocktail that can put severe strain on the heart. Further, in a 2019 report in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, it was found that ephedra also houses other compounds, like methylephedrine and norpseudephedrine, known to contribute to the overall toxicity. So, while ephedra might have been an age-old solution for some conditions, today's science suggests we should approach it caution. Next, number 9. Kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea made by adding a culture of bacteria and yeast to a solution of tea, sugar, and sometimes fruit juice or other flavors. While the fermentation process does produce some beneficial compounds like probiotics and antioxidants, there's a potentially dangerous side as well. The process can also result in the production of harmful substances like alcohol, mold, and harmful bacteria. For example, reports in the Journal of General Internal Medicine 2019 highlighted instances where homemade kombucha resulted in lactic acidosis, a harmful buildup of lactic acid in the body. This occurs because the fermentation process can sometimes go awry and produce harmful levels of lactic acid. It's also important to consider the fact that fermented foods like kombucha naturally produce a small amount of alcohol. For some people, notably those with alcohol sensitivity, pregnant women, or individuals with compromised immune systems, this can be a problem. Lastly, improper preparation and storage, like non-sterile brewing conditions, can lead to contamination with pathogenic microorganisms, potentially causing foodborne illnesses. I really don't mean to put you off kombucha altogether. It can still be a healthy drink when brewed correctly and consumed in moderation. But it is definitely crucial to be aware of some of these potential risks as well. Well, tea lovers, we've come to the end of this intense journey through the realms of tantalizing tea leaves. A brewing revelation, wasn't it? So, the next time you reach out to steep a hot brew, remember, not all teas are sipped equal. Now you have the power to stir clear of those potentially harmful infusions and focus on what's best for your well-being. Thank you for joining us on this aromatic adventure where knowledge stirs wellness. As always, your health is paramount, so continue doing your research, consult with healthcare professionals, and keep making informed, healthy choices. If you found this video valuable, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support really steeps our spirits. Do let us know in the comments below if you have any tea-rific topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Until our next journey through a world of flavor, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, it's always tea time somewhere.